What's good, y'all? It's the one and only King Cal 516 live in the mix, and this is the Swiss Flames podcast. Can the Denver Nuggets win an NBA championship in the next few seasons? Can the Denver Nuggets win an NBA championship in the next few seasons? We're going to dive into that, but before we do, please check out the website, www.swissflames.com. Hit us up on Twitter at Swiss Flames, and definitely check out the Facebook and YouTube page at Swiss Flames Podcast. Please be sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the notification tab so that you can stay up to date with the latest from Swiss Flames Podcast. It just helps us to continue to grow the channel. With that said, can this Denver Nuggets team win an NBA championship in the next few seasons? All right, so we're going to look at this. Obviously, last night, if you're not aware, Nikola Jokic got hurt right before halftime in that game against the Jazz, which he was killing them. He was definitely in his bag. He was definitely in his MVP form. He was already 8 for 9. I believe he had about like 6 rebounds already, around 6 assists. He was killing the Jazz. The Denver was winning, and then he collided with Rudy Gobert, and by all counts, it looks like he avoided serious injury. Right now, they're saying it's a knee contusion, so I'm expecting Joker to be back sooner than later. So for Denver, that's key. Obviously, we know heading into the season, they're already dealing with, their second best player, Jamal Murray, hurt. So overall, this season, I just feel it's going to be up and down season. They need all their troops to even be in contention. So this season might be a little bit tough. But if you tell me the next few seasons, do I believe that this team can win? I think they're one of those teams that can possibly definitely sneak a championship. And when I say that, if you think in the history of NBA, you always had some of the dominating teams that, were, look at the Golden State Warriors. They went to a series of championships, won a few, but then sometimes you would have a team that all of a sudden out of the blue, okay, they won one. I look at the Denver Nuggets because they locked down his core. We covered this in the summer. Michael Porter Jr. is now under long-term contract. They already locked down Jamal Murray. This past summer, they got Aaron Gordon. So that's their core with Nikola Jokic, who is on pace when he's got to re-up. He's on pace to have the richest contract in NBA history with all his accolades. Once Nikola Jokic does his re-up of a contract extension, he looks like he's going to be the highest paid player in NBA history. So if you look at that core of those 4 players, along with the depth that they have around it, they got a series of young guys. Denver has been a team that overall, has drafted pretty well. You know what I mean? They seem to be able to get these nice little veteran players to come to Denver. Maybe not the star players, but just quality veteran players to come and help out there. They got great management. Looks like they're coached pretty well. And so they got what it takes, and I believe they're one of those teams. This season, I think it's going to be hard because of Jamal Murray obviously being out. But I think like next year or the year after, they are definitely a team that I look at it, and like I said, can sneak one in there. If you think about the Raptors, they won that championship, they kind of disappeared. I think this team will be one of those teams that could win a championship out of the blue where people don't expect them because they're that good. Remember just like 2 seasons ago, they were in the conference finals against the Lakers. Last season, once again, Jamal Murray went down, so they were kind of short, and they still made it to the second round at least, you know what I mean? So this team has what it takes, and, they got some experience now on their shoulders. So it's not just a young team without experience. This is a team that they are young, but they got some good experience. Even Porter, as young of a player he is, he's been there in the playoffs. He has that experience. So they're trending upwards. And so, like you said, if they come next season healthy, that season, the season after, you tell me that they could possibly win it, I would tell you 100% this is a team that can absolutely win it. But to me, once again, it'd be like, they win it a season and then it's kind of like, you might not see them win it ever again. But they'll be in contention with this core. They're going to be in contention definitely for years to come. So they're going to be right there in the Western Conference in the next few years. Even if you want to give a 3 to 5 year range, with this core team, you could say for the next 3 to 5 years, they're going to be in the mix to win a championship. And if you're in the mix, that always means something could fall right and you can make it. That's the way I look at it. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you think about the Denver Nuggets. Do you see that this is a team within the next few seasons that can possibly sneak a championship? If you believe that, let me know in the comments. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. Hit me up. It's your boy King Cal 516 live in the mix. This has been the Swiss Flame Podcast, y'all.